silent for the night. Cows turned in as daylight dies. And snow lights anxious wide awake, fearing all manner of ghouls, hags and wraiths. Like it all in Polly, shut your eyes. Lie still, lie silent, utter no cries. Richard, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold. He'll chop and slice, he'll cut and dice, he'll eat you whole. He'll chop and slice, he'll cut and dice, he'll eat.
Comfortable in it. Comfortable in it. Comfortable in it.
Okay, Carter, can you hear me? Okay, Carter, can you hear me? I know you can hear me because I just played my own audio. But you can't hear the game. Okay, hold on. We were having a lot of audio issues earlier. Okay. Gonna have to work for tonight. For some reason, it's just something ain't working. Don't know why. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Now that we got this whole audio thing fixed, bye. How you doing? Have a good night. How about now? Now you should be able to hear me over the game pretty well. Maggie! Yeah, it's my first time trying to do this, Carter, so bear with me through all the bugs, all the issues, and everything I'm trying to get this through. We've already been fighting it for a while. I wish I could show y'all the cutscenes and stuff that you miss, but we will have to figure that out later. Anyways, let's get into it. I don't know how many of y'all have ever seen this game. This game is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Great game, one of my favorite games of all time. Massive open world RPG style game. Medieval, I mean, as you can tell by Geralt there. Geralt being the main character of the game. Mutated human called a Witcher who goes around, hunts monsters for money. Who finds himself in some very interesting situations. That you will see. Anyways, get into it.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly.
We're starting probably about 30% through the game. I've already cleared the first area.
The Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, would reunite.
I'd start from the beginning, but just clearing the first area is 20-something hours.
First need to find his dear old friend.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to have heard about this game. I know a lot of people played it, but I've only found one or two other people who've actually played it. And everyone who's played it has loved it. I'd say it's underrated, but it gets the ratings it deserves from the people who actually play it. How's the quality and everything look? Not real choppy at all? Well, hello there, Julie. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Can it run on... This can run on PC, but it takes some getting on the PC. So, fair warning to those who have never seen this game. This is going to be a mature stream. I do have a little censorship bar that I can pop up. I probably won't be able to catch everything, but there is a lot of gore in this game, a lot of language in this game, and some mild nudity. So be aware. This is a mature stream. I gotta remember the controls. Look, I'm just giving you the heads up. I'm like I said, Carter, I'm just letting you know. Need to find combat because I can't remember the combat controls. I do really appreciate y'all stopping by. Oh. No, this ain't gonna be. Well, thank you, Carter. I'm glad I can finally do it. It took some finagling, and I got my capture card in today, and that took about 2, maybe 3 hours just to get it working.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Thank you, Julia. So anyways, kind of catch her up on the story.
Greetings,
I'm looking
Witcher.
for a person.
Must admit
A
it's
person
curious
raised
to
by
see you
Geralt,
here.
who's the Witcher.
I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia,
Reading this.
slayer of monsters. And my
Oh,
son.
in the second game, you kill her son.
You're right, General.
She's not a
My
fan
visit's
of
no
mine.
accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? My. I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably
The yada on my end sounds a little bit weird. As long as it sounds good for y'all, though, but I have
Not
to
in the mood
fix something.
for jokes.
I jest you
Right.
not. After Arian's
Anyways,
demise, Luis's nephew came to pay
Main
his
part of the story so far,
Got
I'm
one
looking
glance of
for
Molly
a girl
and,
who
They wed
Geralt,
soon after.
the main character,
They now
raised.
await his inheritance.
She's being chased by
With
this
the
group
Baroness's
called the
son
Wild
dead,
Hunt, who are a
the
bunch
estate
of
will go to the nephew,
superpowered
and Lady
interdimensional
Lacta,
beings,
known until recently simply
and they're
as
not
Molly.
they're not nice. So I'm having to go around this whole.
All right, so where'll I find
Oh,
the
sorry, I
newly
keep getting
minted
distracted by the
Lady
game.
Latar?
So I have to go around, search this whole land, try to find her, and save her, and do all that nice stuff. In the meantime, helping other people, doing side quests, do all that. Very in-depth game. It's hard to give a.
Think
It's
I
hard
can
to
find
just
my
give
own way
a
to the Vegal
straight-up
Baron.
definition of
Very
what's
well.
going on.
Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
Okay. I want to do something that's not. That is not that quest, because I don't feel like leaving the city yet. Oh, I remember this.
Oh! I traced the pansy all the way to the garden. Did you catch him? No, not. Driving and slippery the bugger, as quick as a tomcat.
Right now, Carter, the immediate ones is going to be The Witcher.
Maybe so.
Until I can get a better computer. Because right now, I mean, if I tried to play anything on my PC, it really,
Want to see Rose of Arc?
Oh, mate, if you
it really hurts it.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing
Okay,
any
hurry back.
symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
Remember, I gotta break into this place. By the way, I have played this before and beat it. Ooh, stuff. That almost didn't.
Interesting.
Fancy men like me, whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed Witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join
Except
him
I just told him
shortly.
exactly who I was.
He's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. The Var Archers demand the very best. Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him
Welcome back.
to the training room.
So when are you going
Now.
to change your name from Claus to Carter?
As you say, miss. Won't you realise what you...
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one, and take care not to hurt the little miss. Follow me.
So how's everybody's night going so far? Y'all having decent time? Decent Tuesday?
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood to start
Oh,
with.
because you only
I
do it
must
like
know
every
your
6
work.
months. Oh, I gotta remember.
Come on!
Damn it!
Well, it's good you're having a decent night.
You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really?
Hey,
And who
death
are
is
you?
upon us. What's going on?
And how on earth did you get in?
Well, have a good night, and thank you for the well wishing.
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes. In the garden. So, what was it
Thank you for
said?
stopping by.
Why are you here?
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship.
So at this point,
Even so, there was
to
nothing
find the
between
person
us.
I'm originally finding, I'm having to find someone
Seems
else.
my sisters had
So-
fun at our expense.
He's kind of a
But
ladies'
enough
man,
chatter.
so I'm having to
Stand
go
and
around this
fight.
massive
I
city
demand a rematch.
and
Rat it! You're quick!
find all the women he hung out with.
Damn.
Fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well,
Oh, I gotta get used to the
if
combat
you're not
again.
an instructor, you should
Okay, have a good
certainly
night,
be
Carter.
one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna Va Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who
Tired of listening to these two talk.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course. But who knows? The bard might have invented her just to make us jealous. I'd say it were. Your face will be red when I...
Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
How's here, tomorrow? Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
That was quick.
Youth these days, they're brained, all of them.
Begone, or I'll inform the hunters you are not human.
Oh, glad you're still hanging around, Julia. It's a very interesting game. It is currently my favorite game of all time. Massive open world, RPG style, a lot of choices, a lot of character development. Really good.
I've had enough of living.
Yeah, it's just currently where I'm at. It's a running around phase. I'm looking for someone. Although that's about to change. I've got to go out to the countryside. Very much. It's like Breath of the Wild before adults. And with a bigger map.
Oh.
Come on, go. Yeah, for adults. There's a lot more gore and violence in this one. There is Breath of the Wild, that's for sure. While I'm here.
Monsters! Ow!
Hey!
Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices? Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, what you would do?
Monster?
Yeah,
What
pretty.
kind?
Big.
Breath of the Wild's
bad,
pretty tame.
ugly,
It's Nintendo's
spots in the
way.
sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garden Estate. Ask for old.
I know this is the start to DLC that I cannot possibly do right now.
Got a monster under me bed. Will you help?
Let's see. Good Witcher contracts I can do. Know what's going on. Fallen Villain. Yeah, also if you like games with a lot of choices that you gotta make, and the choices in this game affect it a lot. And actually the choices you make throughout the series, a lot of the choices you make in the contract shouldn't be that high. Yellow. Here it is. A lot of stuff you make in the I keep getting distracted. A lot of choices you make in the second game affect this game a lot. Yes, it's definitely one I always recommend. One thing though is it does have a very deep story that goes throughout, especially the second and third game, and this being the third. So just kind of got to be aware and catch up on them, because there are some things that if you try to do in this game, if you don't know about the second game, it can throw you off.
Hear about the job. Seems you got a problem. Some graves get dug up.
If that were only it. Every now and then, a vile beast that come round the graveyard.
Yeah, my what I did was, well, for the first game, I found a synopsis of the story because the first game wasn't really that good. The second game is where it took off, and I played through the second, but you can probably find a good synopsis of what goes on. But I mean, again, it depends on the choice you make, because there are people that are, if you kill or leave alive in the second game, they play a big part in this game. So
see if I can learn what's out there.
But it's definitely worth picking up. By the way, I'm way overpowered for this area.
Ghouls dug up the graves. Then the stench of decay attracted wild dogs. But neither ghouls nor dogs steal kids. Grave's been dug up recently. Smell of cadaverine's old, though. Overripe. Wonder where the stench will lead me.
Well, those also weren't wolves. Those were wild dogs. Yeah, but animals in this game are not smart. Well, not aggressive ones. Wait till you see some of the actual monsters.
Whatever filth lives here sure chose an unusual place for its lair. Creature can use tools. Means it's sapient, or just plain clever.
Yes, I'm following a scent. So, in this game, Witchers, who are these monster hunters, are basically taken, they're orphans or children's given away when they're young, and they're trained as fighters and all this, and they undergo a mutation with potions and stuff like that that gives them superhuman abilities, the abilities to use magic, and be immune to certain things, and it gives them a type of super sense.
Drawing strength from the place of power.
So they're master trackers and stuff like that.
Skulls to draw the power through them. Confidence grew enough it started prowling the village. Need to take the skulls, force it to go back to the cemetery. I'll get it there. That ought to really piss it off. Now to lay low in the cemetery. It's likely to crawl out after dark.
Also, if you're an avid reader, if you like reading a lot, this game is actually based off of a book series. Well, it doesn't sound like a bad life, but I think it's like 1 out of every 10 kids actually survives the mutations. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's called, I mean, the books are called The Witchers. So it's the Witcher series. But all this takes place after the book. After the series of books. I mean, you're right, Julia. Especially in this universe. Not very many. Now you actually get to see a monster.
Thief. Skulls he stole. My skulls. Ought to dig up his own.
There she is. Right on cue.
What now, you piece of
Way overpowered for this area. Oh yeah, she's one of the cuter ones.
Hear about the job.
And?
It's taken care of. There was a grave hack that dug up the graves and snatched the child.
Aye. So, how is the little tyke?
Found him in the grave hag's lair. In her cauldron, to be precise. Want me to go on?
Might not even said that much.
What about my reward?
Oh, I've not forgotten, nay. Here you go. Thanks much for your help.
Take care.
It's kind of dickish. I didn't mean to say all that. Hey, level. Well, as much of a stigma that Witchers have for being like extremely heartless and all this stuff, because they're not well liked, as you can imagine. I mean, they spend their lives running around hunting monsters for money. Geralt's a little bit different. You seem to have a conscience, at least depending on how you play him. I have a conscience, so I try not to be the worst person in the world. Ah.
Oh, aye.
Hear about the contract. Any idea what this monster is?
Nay, but proper huge it must be. Slaughtered no less than a dozen wolves. Ripped their guts out, but left lots uneaten. Means malice rules it. Makes it kill. Howls and bellows, nights something fierce. Folk are afeard to venture into the woods, though hunger grips the village.
Fine, I'll take care of it.
Fortune smiled upon us when it brought you here. Good hunting to ye.
I wish I could remember what the quest was for the Leshen. That's all. No, for the Leshen. It's a type of monster.
Monster wiped out the whole pack. Big. Really big.
Yeah, this monster killed a whole pack of wolves. I don't remember what this monster's called, though. I think it's a fiend. There's a bunny.
Left a lot of fur when it rubbed against the trunk. Scent's still there.
Oh, the bunny's alive. It ran past.
Gotta find another way. Stinks like fiend shit. Right. Old and dried out. Fiend's been around a while.
Is a fiend. No, I can climb. I just can't climb very high. This isn't like Breath of the Wild where you can just climb everything. Remember the way. Somewhere. Yeah. Remember where this cave entrance is? Yes, found it. Gotta get close. Also, I want to point out, because this is my reason for playing this is my second playthrough, is I didn't get the ending that I wanted for the first time through, so I'm playing through it again on easy, so I can get the ending I want, and then I'm going to move on to the DLCs. And the DLCs in this game are as big as the main game. So, plenty of content.
Died recently. Wonder what killed it. Another trail. Track's too small for a fiend, though.
Books.
Both lost loads of blood. Paw prints. Fight lasted a while.
What am I missing? There's something.
Tufts of blood-caked fur. Second beast was a different color. Not short. It's gotta be. Probably competed for territory with a fiend. Have to lure him here somehow.
So now I have to make a lure to bring this other monster
Too
by.
bad the dung's not fresh, but it ought to still work for a lure.
I'm smart enough to already have all the stuff I needed. That's fun. So, yes, the fiend was killed by another monster called a short. Can't remember how to lure. Made the lure. I can't remember how to use the lure. Ah. Ooh, new sword. I didn't even realize I had that. Putting that on. It's okay, Julia. I understand. Where'd have? Sorry. Now we get into item management. Ooh, I had stuff for my chest armor. Needed. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to do some. Not what I wanted. Item management.
Done. Ought to attract the choice attention.
So now, running around, pouring this lure everywhere, so it'll show up, and I can try and kill it. Ow. I'm just gonna run off of cliffs. If I remember correctly, this fight was not necessarily easy.
Smell this 5 miles away. He's sure to show. Just gotta wait in the cave.
Yeah, and I was on a much harder difficulty.
Come on. As bandits and lemons say, I'll make remains of you.
Ugh. If you notice, I have that shield that I keep popping up. Witchers are also magical. They have very basic rudimentary magic. Ow! Oh, don't die. Don't die. I don't know why it's not hitting me. Why it's not attacking me, at least. This is weird. This fight glitched? Ooh, when he does hit me though, it hurts. Yeah, well, no, because even on easy mode, I mean, I don't have it on the easiest mode. I don't know. This game does tend to have a lot of bugs and kind of glitches. If you stay around long enough, eventually you're going to get one. I'm going to get one of the audio bugs where I just, like, my weapons make no sound, or when people talk, it doesn't make any sound. If I'm going to do this, then I'm going to go and do some story, a little bit of the story. Just because I actually do stuff that's a little bit more. Because, I mean, technically, I wasn't leveled high enough for that quest, so it still should have been relatively difficult.
Oh, aye.
A chort was prowling the nearby forest. Found itself competing for territory with a fiend, so it turned aggressive.
A chort? A fiend? Why they be bothering us? Think more'll come? Think they've done made a pact to take our village?
Doubt it, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes open, see if there's anything else out there.
Cheers then, Witcher. Here, take the purse. All the folk of the village chipped in.
Thanks. Take care now.
On his back. I say you're both daft.
Come on.
Here. Ooh, random quest.
Another one. Run along home with the rest.
Sir, show some mercy. We've not got nowhere to go. For us, it's Novigrad or death.
Had enough for you lots. Sod off, or I'll have you skewered.
They seem desperate. Let them through. Can't see any harm in it.
Fucking hell. How many times have I got to repeat this? I've orders to turn back anyone who don't show a pass.
Let these people pass.
So, one of the base forms of magic the Witchers has is a type of mind control. It's like Jedi mind tricks, basically.
We got nowhere to go.
Which is what I just used, so these people could move along.
That's a chance of a new life.
Stay off the roads. Liable to run into another patrol.
Shan't be taken like that again. We'll be as careful as hares in a field bared by winter. But you was cast in a different mold than us. More like the hero that lies in the tomb neath Crookback Hills.
Pretty much.
Tomb's in a cave in a hillside. Down Warren's at the foot of the hill. Folks say treasure inside's a sight to behold. Huge hoard. Might find something that suits you. Good luck.
Okay. Back to where I was going. I stay on the path.
Giddy up. Slow now.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Basically, this guy I'm about to be dealing with, he's a spy for actually a rival country that's pretty much invading this area. Kind of a douche, but kind of got to deal with him. You have no idea, Julia, that roach, his name is Horse. And a lot of the times when you call him, he randomly spawns up, and typically he likes to show up on tops of houses or in trees. A lot of places he should not be. Yes, he's a very free spirit.
I see you managed to find the place.
Not that hard. It's not exactly a small concealed hovel.
I must say, of all the creatures in this region, I find steeds most intriguing. Horses interest you at all, Witcher?
All the same to me. Call each one I ride Roach.
Strange. The grey is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Yeah. Gray's a good color. Even looks good on horses.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Seem to know your horses.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
I have to race this guy. But I know that saddle is not as good as the one I have.
Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Ha! Splendid! In that case, you must choose a mount.
Think I'll take the gray mare.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zeracanian Bay. The horses are saddled. Let's begin.
Horse racing.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed, the rush of
let's go.
Well.
Horse racing in this game is a little weird.
Don't spare the horse!
Faster.
Let's see what you're made of. I adore the speed, the rush of air.
I hate this guy.
The roach I chose put in a nice run.
Exceptional. I've not lost a race in a while. I congratulate you. That is yours. Ah, look! Lady Latar has just arrived.
He's just annoying, and you deal with him a lot in the second game.
Right. Thanks.
And
I shall be here for
you deal with him a lot in this game.
Find me if you'd
He's
like
just
to
kind
ride
of
back to the
mass.
city together.
He's a spy master general for another country, and just a pain. Side of it. Okay. Round.
Who do you favor, milady?
Can't
Gives
decide between
Fedora.
the black stallion and the grey mare. Keep going back and forth, back and forth. Sorry, don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again!
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving
So the
him.
friend I'm looking for, he's a
Mean
bard.
to
He
say
writes
it weren't
stories. He tells all
Dandelion
this
saved
stuff.
you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an
He-
arrow from 100 paces?
What?
Over.
Dandelion couldn't.
He exaggerates a lot to makes himself the
Any
hero,
idea where our
but really
master
he's
archer
just
might
this
be at the moment?
very bombastic,
No.
just way over the top
Sadly,
person.
I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. Ever since I became Lady Latard, it's been nothing but balls, banquets, and other such... congregations. Awful tiring, all this. But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember
Yeah.
your last conversation with Dandelion?
Course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
I'm under the impression Dandelion thinks you still serve the Lavalettes.
Oh, that's because I never told him I stopped. Didn't want him to treat me any different.
And your husband has nothing against it? Your old friendship?
Course not. Sweetiekins couldn't be happier that Dandelion's raising me sophistication.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her.
You can't tell. He's kind of a ladies' man.
These packages, any chance they were trunks, travel cases? And this girl, possibly a Truberitz?
Yes, yes. Now I remember. She's a travelling performer. Sailed in from Kavir. Talented family, innit?
Exceptionally. And very loving as well, I'm sure.
If you only knew. Dandelion even wrote a poem for her. To my dearest Calinetta. Or some such. Oh, to have a brother like that.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me
pretty
once he'd
much.
show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see 'em.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
Youth these days. Yeah.
Ah, Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
This next part's actually really cool. The audio or the song that they actually wrote for this is really neat. Loading screens.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my came back from the market with news. Some mistake.
Why'd you give your food to that beggar? Because he was hungry. He wouldn't be hungry when he could find paid work.
George. I'm running out.
Oh. That was a hand. Random thugs around the city. Yay, thugs.
Dung that flows to the sewers, so the
Talk
word
to him.
scum flows into Novigrad.
Actually.
Like dung that flows to the sewers.
Why don't you all just get off my back?
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Bruxay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many?
I'll
There's
explain
something
this in
to
a
think
second.
about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people.
So currently, mainly in the city that I'm in, called Novigrad, there's a church called the Church of the Eternal Fire, and they're backed by the current king. But their thing is, and what's currently going on in the political state of this area, is they are capturing, torturing, burning pretty much anything that's not a normal human. So dwarves, doppelgangers, but mainly sorceresses and mages. Pretty much they catch them, burn them at the stake, because of course there's always a church to cause mayhem. It's not really, I mean, the church had been there before, but it's really because the king backs them so hard, because the king has a hatred for mages. In the last game, he was attacked by mages. There was a group of sorceresses that were pretty much trying to control everything politically.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Monsieur Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Have me. Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Not unwarranted, but
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement?
he's taking it out on everybody but the people.
Remember, right?
Well, he's taking it out on
At
everybody.
auction, some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up, put his things up for sale. Happened to be
Yes.
passing by and saw
I mean, to the point
Came with
of
their own cage.
people who don't even technically practice magic. Alchemists, potion makers, herblorists
Dandelions what matters now.
are being
How'd you do?
rounded up and
Learn
burned.
much?
No trial, no nothing.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her. I think it was fervor.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Mean we've been sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
Now to run all the way across town. Name of the Wind. It does not sound familiar.
Prince Proximo.
Yay, Maggie! Welcome back. You're just in time, too. If you like audio and singing,
My belly. Eternal fire. How it hurts.
oh, I gotta wait till after sundown. Really? I can't do it while I'm inside? This is blasphemy. I'm gonna be quiet for this part.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
hearts long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own, rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone, amidst the cold to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found. You flee, my dream come the morning, your scent berries tart, lilac sweet, to dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
And I'm back. So, just so y'all are aware, that song is actually about the main character, Geralt.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer?
There's a war on. Sam died.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere. Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come.
Only a little strange.
I wish to listen to music. Music!
I think once I turn it up, because the way I'm having to kind of backfeed it through stuff.
Fuck it is.
I hate that woman, by the way, the one that just outed me as a murderer because I saved her.
To introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later.
Not here. Come with me.
Ooh, sneaky.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault.
Okay, have a good night, Julia. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? You have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess.
Thank you, Julia. I hope to make it
well, he's not driven
more
up
of
in
a
gilded
constant
carriage
thing.
laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax. I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry it. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, bugger all to do here.
Never know when they'll accuse him of witchcraft.
He might hear you.
Yay, over 50. Out of my way. Okay, so sometime in here, I'm going to have to click my sensor button because I know what's in a battle.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Tell him Geralt of Rivia wants to talk to him.
I cannot promise Mr. Reuven will have time to see you.
Wanna bet?
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siggy Reuven cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You may disrobe here. You're equipped. Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Yep, there are people in here. Okay, hold on.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
You're right. He doesn't blush.
Beavers is bigger. He's hung like a horse.
Clear that you've
He's
not
a
seen...
simple-
Okay.
Easy,
Should be fine now.
Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let
Yep.
him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life, and then killed that monarch.
Allegedly. But I didn't kill Foltest. And hello to you too, Dijkstra, Reuven, whatever they call you these days.
Last we met, Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankle. I really wonder what he's got in store this time.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
Yeah, Mags, that's what that was for the nudie bits.
First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Orson Jr. says
Alright.
God damn it!
By the way, if you can't tell, I am very overpowered. Super towels, exactly. Gravity defying, some would say.
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing happens not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Horson? Find me first.
So, Mags, how's your night been so far?
I need to find Horson. Now looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in your search, Witcher.
I'll call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's gotta be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bug a bet and lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house. Though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got nought to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings.
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron. I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion. Establish what happened to him.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to. Be so kind as to follow me.
Maggie, is Jizak still streaming? Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Ah, stop that, now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy look joyful.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. Bart less thinky. But less thinky, but sadness.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Siggy but take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head full.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom! Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. But troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Mold spores.
Oh, I'm
Cover the
sleepy
walls
tonight
of the
after I've
sewers on
working
the
on
side
this
of the
stuff.
vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bart through hole. Want see boom.
A little bit.
But breathe. Shroom.
I do a lot of stuff around the house today, so
Sleep
no.
go. Your phone gone.
How was your day, Mags?
Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox Fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
I know this is
What
not
happened?
the most
Lad
entertaining part
started
of the
belching
game.
something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonz, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard
Aw.
a bubbling.
Weren't you supposed to go to a
crawled out
doctor
of the
today, get
water.
some kind of test done?
I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonce and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No.
How'd it go?
Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewers thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed
Is that good or bad?
Was it?
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Oh, it didn't go? Oh, you fell asleep and you didn't make it. I'm guessing.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
I've a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Oh. Well, that's no good.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Okay, well.
Dandelion.
Hopefully you get to make it to this one. Ah, I can't remember the potion. Yeah. Here? I don't think it'd be. Don't know where this is. Ocean.
The hell have you gotten yourself into?
Yeah, I hope everything goes well there, Maggie. I don't know where this potion is in my inventory. It's annoying. And I just saw it earlier when I was playing. Oh, do you have to stay there for 24 hours, Mags? Oh, I already have it equipped.
I thought Witcher's potions were vile.
How are they gonna scan your brain for 24 hours?
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that. Fine grating. Couldn't push much through that.
Yeah, I have a feeling going about your day The big piece of machinery strapped to you probably isn't.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away. Drowners. Of course. Definitely came through here.
Oh, I said it. They say go about your day, but it can't be easy just going about a normal day, walking around with a big piece of machinery hanging off of you.
Close. Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
I hope everything comes back good for you, man. I wonder what happens if I use my fire in here. Oh, that's not good if you don't even know what you're wanting.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Yeah. That's gotta be a little... That's gotta be a little nerve-wracking.
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about
Yeah,
this
that
one?
would be absolutely
Anything
amazing.
at all?
Drain pipes are only
Love to see you do
promising
better.
lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Hammond keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a
Yeah, we
knife
love
in
seeing
my
you
knickers.
around. We want everybody in the community to feel good.
All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing here. Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, I know, and
Yeah.
Sebro and Jizak and all them have started playing more on
Happen.
Xbox than anything.
Bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
So it's kind of hard. Same way, I'd love to be playing some Fortnite or something with them, but they've moved to Xbox.
What
So
about Happen? Could have overheard you mention the vault. Has access to the bathhouse whenever he wants.
Happen has numerous flaws. He's pompous, pretentious, can be a real prick sometimes, ironic as that may sound. But his loyalty's beyond question.
How can you be so sure?
Witches know their monsters, spies know their men.
You trusted Philippa Eilhart once too.
True. But I didn't pull Philippa Eilhart out of a Kaviri prison the night before her execution.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertold Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was
yeah, I
that,
know.
you mean? Old
I really
Cook's
want to
been
play with
eating
them
dirt
more
since
too.
last
I need
winter.
to convince them to
Couldn't
start
have
playing
been
on
here the day of
PC.
the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. You merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel. You saw an impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
Oh, wrong room.
Come close. You'll find I've everything you could ever need.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
Yeah, because I haven't played for a while, so.
Thinking punishable by death. Hey, you.
Knock, knock.
Footprints. A letter. And a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions. Or Ceres.
To the wine cellar. I can only remember where that is.
Silver cylinder. Bottom looks like what I found in the sewer.
Hey, did I miss something? Ah.
$12.45 to $12.54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think. Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Stain. Wyvern oil. Ciri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good. Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
Kind of.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No,
Talk
just
to
here
himself.
for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervois, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was concerned about you. Stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Thanks. You can breathe easy now. In the future, though, remember this. I can look after myself.
Fine. You look after yourself, and I'll look after my interests.
Gentlemen, really feel privileged to witness your battle of wits. But try to remember, unlike you, I put my life at risk every time I venture out into the streets. Did the same just coming here. So I beg you, can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit, ask where he's holding my gold for me.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
Just in case you're curious.
Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly
Triss
increases
is
your
one of
chances
the
of
love
getting out of the
interests in this
hunter's
game.
barracks alive.
Of the two
my
choices.
pleasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going.
Is it really buffering a lot? I'm sorry. It seems to be working well on my end.
Correct him. Say that we, you know.
Could have corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed
But I was
from our
saying,
topic.
Triss is one of the love
Got
interests.
a treasure to recover.
This game. She's
Triss,
one of the two.
Gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, darling. Like what you see?
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building, and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Yeah, I might try Fortnite tomorrow night, Mags.
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think.
Best thing about
Bring the
Geralt,
hunters
he's
the
a
vile
smart
Triss
ass.
Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry. But I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's come, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the Lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not...
So you know, because I'm not
coin
sure if
from
you were
Dijkstra out the
here
other mages.
earlier when
True,
I talked about
I
it,
do.
but
Lots of ways to
the
get
guys
gold,
we're
though.
going up against, they're
Just not the most
basically
important thing now.
part of a church that just hunts down people they don't like and just burns them. Mainly, like, they want to deal with magic or anything slightly out of normal. And her being a sorceress, they've hunted her pretty much. So that's why I could pretty much just walk in there with her.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No, not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
Yeah. So basically, the city I'm in is controlled by this group called the Church of the Eternal Fire, who hunt down sorceresses, mages, alchemists, anyone that has to do with what they consider magic. They tie them up to a post and burn them. So, and they're not nice about it. Typically torture, then burn, and it's also spread to anything that's kind of magical. So, that's why these people are just assholes.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
The hunters. They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do.
Ciri is the ultimate story of this game, is the person I'm looking at.
Can't promise that.
It's a
I'm
girl
still
that
asking you
Geralt
to.
raised.
All right?
All right.
Yeah. The story is very in-depth, and so it's kind of hard to explain without... Which, right now, isn't that fun, because I'm doing very story-heavy stuff.
What do you want?
So it's not as
Here for my
exciting.
reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Oh, you understand some of it.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner? Pull the
No,
old
I mean, you've
fisherman
gotten
from
the
his
gist of
boat.
it.
But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Try to loosen it if I were you. Might learn something interesting.
For instance?
For instance, where Philippa Eilhart's hiding.
I'll get you for this, you...
Shut your gob, ginger whore, and you spit it out. Where's Eilhart?
Thought I made myself clear. I'll only talk to Menga.
Menga don't talk to the likes of you.
Well, then you be sure to tell him I came by. With my friend Marigold.
Fine, grab her and come with me. But be sure to stay right close.
But yeah, the gist of this is to find the girl Geralt raised. Geralt being
And
the
all
main
the easy
character.
to find witches already. And I could use a
I'm going all over the place, doing all kinds of stuff. Wow. Definitely
Here's
not
where we
easy.
split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her until I get...
You don't set the terms here. Dirk, you know what to do.
You won't get a word out of me. Not you, not him.
Oh, play it tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or three. That ought to get you singing.
I don't like this.
Come on, witch. Show you the wonders a pair of pliers can work. You'd be surprised.
I believe I told you not to let anyone in.
Unless they had information concerning Philippa Eilhart. This witcher says he's got just that.
Anyone can claim that.
We'll start with your pinky nail. Nah, let's go for your ring finger. This little piggy went to market.
But it's not that easy to bring us Triss Marigold.
Is that who I hear? Very well. I'll go see her shortly. But first, let us talk. Sit. Sit. Have a drink, Witcher.
It's Leia Cat. What's up, Leia? Yeah, I don't have a webcam. Get over it.
Sidarian.
A 1261 vintage, year of the massacre of Sintra.
Stop squirming.
This is not a good spot to be coming into this game. Basically.
Kurt, please see
Main
why
character's
Miss
girlfriend
Marigold
for the past
squeals so convincingly.
long time
Perhaps she needs
is being
something.
tortured in the next room
Irons,
while I'm sitting here
for
having to talk to this guy.
Speaking of metal, this goblet's silver. Making sure I'm not a Doppler.
Ah, it's immediately apparent. A professional. I find that refreshing. But
Aw.
to answer your question,
Thank
one
you.
can never be too careful.
Still probably not going to get a face
You'd
cam.
be surprised how many come here turn to rancid jelly as soon as they grip the goblet.
Still haven't paid me for the witch, yet your hunters are already torturing her.
What of it?
You're damaging goods you haven't paid for yet.
This little piggy had roast beef.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, though, Leah.
Don't worry, you shan't leave empty-handed. I shall pay you twice the usual reward for Marigold.
Awfully generous. Why?
Well, you've turned in your lover. The emotional trauma it must entail. You deserve compensation.
Yeah, I've plowed Triss. But what does it matter if you're paying gold for her head?
Oh yeah. Nearly forgot the mutations strip witches of feelings.
Be brave, dear. Just one more fingernail and we'll move on to the other hand. This little piggy went wee. Oh! Bitch bit me! Oh, the bitch bites. Let's put a collar on her. Dimeritium ought to calm her down.
I'm not self-conscious. I've posted my face many places
Perhaps
before.
we can deal
Doesn't have a
after
good
all.
setup for it right now.
So, you know something about Philippa, but I wager you won't share this information for free. What do you want in return?
It's simple. Free Dandelion.
A degenerate bard for information about Philippa. Tempting offer, I admit, but I must say no. You see, I've a magnificent execution plan for Dandelion in Oxenford. A breaking wheel, flaying alive, and so forth. It should work wonders
not
for
wearing
the
my murder
mores
pants
of
today.
the academic youth and townsfolk.
When's this morally instructive spectacle due to take place?
When I issue the order, in person, Dandelion will remain in the dungeons beneath Temple Isle until then. So sorry I cannot be of help. Perhaps we can agree different terms. But first, let's see how Miss Marigold fares. It's grown suspiciously quiet in there. Come.
By the way, Leia, I should really point out that this game is mature content. You've been warned.
He say where Dandelion is?
Yes, but...
This is why you don't mess with gingers. How are you wearing your murder pants with your roommate? I don't think you care, I'm just letting you know.
I should tend to your wounds.
No need. I'm fine. Well, mostly fine. Should heal in time for my wedding.
Sorry. Should have gotten you out sooner.
Don't apologize. I knew what I was signing up for.
How do I say this? That was just a bit premature.
What do you mean?
Menge said Dandelion's locked up on Temple Isle. Dungeon right under the temple. He was planning to execute him in Oxenfurt. Also said they'd only let Dandelion out of his cell once Menge gave the order, in person.
Shit. I'm sorry, Geralt. I should have thought it through, but when I saw him,
After what they subjected you to, no need to explain.
He'd never.
You missed
have
them
agreed
already.
to help
Well,
us. Even if I
depends on which ones you're talking
Let's
about,
not
but you've
dwell
already
on
missed
this.
some.
We
But
should
I
think about
have
what to do next.
Dandelion's
I have
safe
contingency
for
plans
now,
for that.
though out
So-
of reach. We don't stand a chance of breaking him out. Temple Isle's impregnable, and Menge's not likely to order his transfer, or anyone's for that matter.
Let's search his corpse.
Right. Could find something that'll help us.
I am prepared.
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait. Something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here.
Yeah, no,
Give
it's
it to
a
Dijkstra
mature
with
rated
my
game.
regards.
Saw Manga burn a sheet of paper right before we came in here.
Could have been something on it that would have helped us.
Oh no, my streams aren't PG.
So there's no way you could recover the note.
That doesn't mean you should be
Sadly,
cussing.
no. I'm a sorceress.
By the way,
not
while
a
I'm here.
miracle worker.
There you go, leg.
Could you revive him?
Maybe. If I actually practiced black magic. Haven't sunken that low just yet. Nothing but dead ends. We'll need to make do.
Manga's the only one who could have ordered Dandelion's release.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any of the
Or
bot stuff set
someone who
up, so
looks
like there's
exactly
no
like
censored.
Doppler.
There's no censorship in
Mhm.
chat or anything like
Your
that.
old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's
Oh, I
in
know
hiding
you.
right now.
Obviously, I know you
So
from
might
everywhere
know
else,
something,
so
though.
Fingers
know you're a good
crossed.
mod.
Listen,
Not as good as Max,
there is
but
one other thing I wanted to talk about, but not here, not now. Come by when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right.
Hey, Mac,
we
what's
need to
going
get
on?
outta
Thanks
here.
for stopping by. How's your night going? I can't remember how to sneak. So we gonna do this old-fashioned way. Oh,
This is where
that's
we
easy.
split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam.
I do have 5 lights. That's awesome. Burn it to the ground. Knock, knock.
Welcome to your time on this.
Thank you so much for subbing that cart.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy?
Yeah, but the way I
Why,
have the
it's
sound
Geralt
set up
of
right now,
Rivia.
you're not going to be able to hear it very well.
Will you stop following me already?
I
It's,
will.
uh,
as
it's
soon as
my
you tell
sub
me
tip.
where my treasure is.
From Finding Dory.
Me and Manga didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere. And 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault. Found it on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own. You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
Jeez, how many of them do you have?
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark? No scintillating joke?
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start
Thank you so much,
you
Leia.
robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
How'd you find out?
I asked the questions here.
Not true. That was a statement. Come on, Dijkstra. This tough guy act doesn't work on me. We're both adults. Act like one.
Ah, Geralt. I should have you strangled, but I like you, you bastard.
I like you too, you count without a county. Now that we've professed our feelings for each other, how'd you figure it out?
Since from the start you were up to something. You didn't haggle about your pay. And then I heard from my sources that Margrave Henkel and Dandelion had rubbed elbows. Wasn't hard to connect the dots. And now, time to settle
Rain and
things.
Realm.
That a threat?
Quite
Thank
the
you for
contrary.
stopping by.
You
Glad to
helped
see you
me,
here. How was your day?
So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward.
Don't bother. I know what happened to Dandelion.
Then take my coin. I always pay my debts, even to liars. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again.
Welcome to your time
Ever.
on this.
See, I don't know if that was you or not because it's not like your other ones.
Oh, I've had enough.
You're such a weirdo.
Double chase. Mutant!
Winds howling.
For at least 2 days. Just an adjustment.
You've mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one who's made a mistake.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple Guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, eh?
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
These are not the droids you're looking for.
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper.
I beg to differ. Don't even know why I bothered the bugger. My apologies, and fare thee well.
I, gotta go brush my teeth.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come around here anymore.
I will.
Max, so far
I
so
won't.
good. Having
I
a
mean
good
both,
night.
yes.
First time
Thank you,
really
sir.
doing a stream. Figured out some stuff that I need to fix. Other than that, it's all well. Some strange weirdo named Wooden Spoon Salt Queen. Down to my 40th sub. Into 10 mics. Because she's awesome.
Folk in this city.
Oh, Maggie coming in with the troll accounts. This is why you are so awesome.
I've worked up quite
Geralt!
What's the purpose behind that name?
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny
the
it.
Wooden Spoon Salt Queen
Yet,
name.
I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it. Dandelion, I know where he is.
Where?
Dungeons on Temple Isle.
That's not a nice jest.
No
Demon!
jest, sadly. But don't
What's
worry,
up?
we'll pull him
How's your
out.
night going? Glad
Triss has an
you
idea.
showed up.
All we gotta do is find Dudu.
So you must find Dudu in order to find Dandelion, with the aim of ultimately finding Ciri? Sounds like an awful lot of searching, but I do wish you luck.
Don't have a choice. I gotta meet Horson Jr. He might know something. Take care now.
Well, good morning. Protecting everyone with a wooden spoon. That's funny. You should have kept using that name.
That sort wandering the city. What was it?
Lots of running. That's the one thing about this section of the game. Lots of running and talking.
Awful.
Salt Queen is nice.
A wee minute, Witcher. Now, I'm curious something mighty. How is it you were off the same bloody night Horson tried to kill me?
'Twas chance, honest. I was at the brothel. I've witnesses.
I don't doubt you found some witnesses, but I do doubt the bit about chance. Know what? Shite conversation this. So much blethering, we've got nowhere. Lads, you have a chat with him. It's simple. I want to know where Horson is.
I've not betrayed you. Not ever. No. No. I know nothing.
Yeah, I started, well, Leia cart, yes. Because you said you sexually identify as a shopping cart.
Help me find Junior?
I'm about to send my lads around Whoreson's hideouts. Won't say no to a witch's blade. Lead my men, take the Water Junior and drag him out of his hidey hole. Win-win situation as I see it.
Whoreson can't die until I've talked to him.
My lads are hot-headed and I like 'em like that. Want to rein them in, do so on your own.
All right.
Now, I suspect Junior's hiding at his casino in Gildorf. Either that or near the arena beneath the bits. My lads will be there. Find him.
Have a good night, Leia. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate everything. Okay, have a good night, Mac. I should stream tomorrow. I've got a few things I have to do, but the plan is to stream tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming this. Unless Sebro or Jizak or Cawther, unless we play Fortnite or something, but I should be streaming.
What happened, kid?
They...
Have a good night, Mac. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Hey, wait.
The Grey Git.
Grab him.
That was a mistake. Ooh, that's a hammer.
God, help!
Come on. They had a problem.
Look, look!
Set to go.
Get out,
Anytime.
Red.
Your mark. Russ it. High time.
You see
we
in the
talk,
dark,
Orson.
and you're sturdy.
Ready?
Righto. We go on your mark.
Let's go then.
Might like war. Never know when you're...
Should look around.
Together, lads! That's it.
Beat you half to death. Hey, can you hear me? You alive?
Yeah. I'm very overpowered for where I'm at.
Who the hell are you?
And because I'm really playing through
That
this
screaming
to get
downstairs?
to the DLC,
It's all right now.
which is at the end of the game, I
Will you
have it
help
on an
me?
easier difficulty than when I first played through.
What's your name?
Rico. Rico Mayersdorf.
Why are you here?
What's it look like? Came here to sit and think. God. All right. Clever and tough's not working for me. They took me for one of Bedlam's moles.
Are you?
Well, kinda. Yeah.
So what have you kinda learned?
Horson's working hand in glove with the Redanians. I don't know the details, but he's on their side.
Also have to warn you, this is a mature game with mature content. I have a thing to block out some of the nudity, but I'll probably not catch all of it.
Take care of yourself.
Language, gore, that kind of thing. Just a fair warning.
I'll lay low until things settle down. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See him. He's sure to reward you.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
A door.
Have a hard time finding any work here, Witcher.
Is it true elves make soup out of kids?
Beg your pardon?
Got a problem?
Yay, running around town.
Hey, you seen any
Yes, the God of War series is very mature. They have a lot of nudity and violence and all that stuff.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wiley, Horson Jr. He's working with Radovid.
Huh? If this is reliable information, Horson's neck deep in shit.
You falling out with Redania?
My sympathies have naught to do with this. Horson wiped his arse with our agreement. That's betrayal, regardless of his current allegiance.
Need someone who can get me in to see Junior. You must still have some contacts among the Redanians?
I don't, but you do.
Enlighten me.
Temerian, former commander of the Blue Stripes. Ring a bell?
Vernon Roach.
He's holed up with his men in a camp near Oxenford. Pay him a visit. You're sure to cheer him up, at least.
Demon, have you played any of the God of War games?
Oh, my dad doesn't like elves very much. Are you an elf?
Be a butcher when I'm big.
Go, go.
Welcome back, Mags. And I'm stuck on them all.
Come on, Roach.
Those wolves?
That's it, Roach.
Now, witches, they can't...
Well, Demon, you might not be able to do it then.
Looking for Roach.
No one here by that name. Anything else?
I see. And behind you, that's a berry picker's camp?
We're, bird watchers.
Let me guess.
If they're anything like the
swords in case
originals,
you
yes,
run
they have a
into
lot of
hornbill.
raunchy content in them.
Hornbills aren't endemic to this area. Don't migrate here either. You blind, Hortensio? That's Geralt, old friend of mine. Come in, Geralt.
I mean, it may have matured up a little bit and cut out most of that, but it was very much
Geralt of Rivia.
very raunchy,
Safe
the
and
originals.
sound.
Vernon Roach, Temeria's last hope.
Laugh all you want. Temeria will rise again.
Roach, I cannot abandon them.
You can and must, because those are your orders.
They'll die, please.
We're done. Dismissed.
Looking for Horson Jr.
I've heard of him. Though I'm not sure why you think he might be in my camp.
Heard some birds chirping. You've got some of the same friends. Both seem to count Radovid among your allies.
These birds. They're terribly talkative. I'll need to see them. You'll have to point them out.
Mm-hmm. Meantime, Vernon, willing to help or do I need to keep looking?
As always, you've more luck than you deserve. I'm on my way to meet my Redanian contact. We're meeting near Oxenford, at a chess club.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you.
Where?
Best beware the other side of the river.
When this is all over, we'll
I
pay
aim
for the
to
free
open
Temerios. Invisible. A problem.
Rugs on the wall.
Oh, come on, I know she's around here somewhere.
With our band of merry
It's true
men.
you killed kings. You and our commander.
You trouble me, Greydox. A witcher. Just what our band of merry men. You trouble me, Greydox.
Well, probably just hasn't been here.
Been here, you
Warriors upon the Basilisk, king of the servants. One drop of his venom will kill an army, horses and all.
Interesting basilisk you've got there.
Course it's interesting. Won't see a beast like this anywhere near here. They spawn only in the wild wastes of Zerrikania, from eggs laid by cockerels.
Cockerel eggs, you say?
Yeah, and what cocks they are. Lift their rumps like brood hens to other cocks. Eggs laid by such a cockerel must be brought to hatching by 101 venomous vipers. Then the young basilisk pecks its way out.
The bane of your excitement. I don't know. What's the bane of your excitement?
This basilisk is interesting because it looks exactly like a wyvern. Young one, and ill-fed at that.
You talk nonsense, sir. This here's the most truest of basilisks.
Oh, a basilisk.
Right, what do I know?
Except it's not a basilisk.
Witcher.
Hold on now. If that's no basilisk, but some wyvern, what did I pay for? Give me back my coin, cheat.
Brave soldiers, don't push, or it'll... Watch out!
Try to get round it! He'll cut us down! Put away your weapon.
Just saved y'all.
The cage was as fake as the basilisk.
Tell me to put my sword away after I saved them. Well, these guys aren't known for their intelligence.
The man we're due to meet is probably waiting.
Ready?
My contact awaits at the chess club. Let's get this over with.
Well, Witchers in this game, or in this universe, are not very well liked. They're outcasts, pretty much emotionless, killers, stuff like that. So they're not well liked, but still, yeah.
Your contact, who is it?
Slippery little bugger. I'd have nothing to do with him. Were the circumstances any different?
Mean you don't trust him?
I trust no one, including you.
Come on.
Crawl back under your rock.
I didn't know.
Something's not right.
Let's see what.
King himself. This prick.
Checkmate.
Thank you, Demon. Yeah, they're really great, and this game came out in 2015.
They say it's the game of kings. That chess teaches one to think strategically. What a load of rubbish. Both sides have identical pieces. The rules stay invariably the same. How does this mirror real life? Witcher, do you know why I play chess?
I have no idea.
I play chess to reveal the game's secret. Blood thumps inside these chessmen. You need only listen, and you will hear. Dub-dub, dub-dub, dub-dub. A heart pumping with life. I take a pawn, and I hear flesh being rent. I win a piece, and I hear screams from the depths of its bowels. I want to break the chessmen open. Squeeze the truth from them. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, sire. Believe I do.
You know shit. You're merely humoring me. I was not speaking literally. First hidden truth. A monarch is always surrounded by fools. Understand?
I think I do now.
Unimportant. Let us speak.
By the way, this guy is
Why have you
a
brought the
grade
Witcher
I think
A
he'd best explain.
asshole.
Expected a Redanian spy. Had no idea we'd be meeting a king.
When you've an opportunity to omit intermediaries, I'd suggest you avail yourself of it.
I'm looking for Cyprian Wiley, Orson Jr. I know Redania supports him.
Why do you seek him?
It's personal.
Fair enough. I'll not pry. I have placed Junior in a mansion in Oxenfurt. Very few know this. They'll not let you in unannounced.
Well, if you remember earlier,
Thus, you
Maggie,
must tell them
when
you've
I
come
told
about the
you
new
that the
wars.
church
Junior constantly
I was going around
requests
just
fresh
burning
women.
people for no
I hear
reason,
He doesn't treat them well.
that's him.
You just give me a man after investing coin and time in him? Can't help but wonder why.
Consider it a gesture of goodwill. Almost. I'll expect you to return the favor.
And also, Junior has lost his purpose. The Big Four is no more.
I shall contact you to collect in due course. Now go. And you, Roach. We must speak another time.
Radovid's sinking ever deeper into madness as I see it.
I know where to find Junior. Don't really care beyond that.
Geralt, come to think of it, I too wanted to ask a favor. I have a terrible problem with Vess. Need someone to talk some sense into her. Come see me at the camp. I'll tell you more.
Let me think about it. See you, Roach.
Yeah, pretty much that church that's going around just pretty much just burning any kind of, just burning innocent people and magic use and stuff like that. He's the king that backs them.
I just sail back to port.
Yeah, I failed a quest. I hate that quest. Because you cannot complete it. You always have to fail it.
Some monsters.
Ooh, a store.
Ah, a customer.
Well, there are several different ways you do it. Like, there are several different ways you can do it. Yeah. And if you do it one of the several ways, it fails the previous one. So, like, I talked to one of the gang leaders, and one of the gang leaders was helping me. But since that gang leader took me and I got information, and I followed up on that information, I technically failed that quest because I didn't complete the rest of the stuff with the gang leader. That would have took me to another area to where I got different information I'd have to follow up on. Stuff like that. Confusing.
Will you craft something for me?
I failed it in my first playthrough. Yeah, it's a pain.
Farewell.
Long live Radovid!
Whores only ever go in, not once come out.
Boss is gonna have
What do you want?
Where's Whoreson Jr.?
Oh, this one's got bollocks, don't he? I know you, you motherfucker. Saw you kill Olgard and Vic.
Must be a misunderstanding.
Flank the bastard!
Come on, stand up.
Keep it together, lads! You small dead meat!
Blood.
Shit your pants already! Boy, oh, mummy!
Yeah. Just a tiny mark. That's downstairs. Go up. This seriously just leave me in a circle. If it did, I'm gonna be upset. I bet these guys have a key on them. Nope.
Fucking degenerate. He so much as touched Ciri, he'll pay.
By the way, Ciri is pretty much Geralt's daughter.
What the sandwich fuck is this?
I don't think he's gonna show nudity anymore. Let's see. Might, so be prepared.
Fuck me!
Oh, and it did.
stop me, for fuck's sake!
No one's coming.
Stop! What? What do you want?
Oh yeah, they did.
Hello, Junior. Been looking for you a while now. I've come to kill you.
I'll give you all I got.
Got a few questions to start with.
I'll tell you everything.
I'm looking for a young woman and a minstrel. I know you've met them.
A bird? What fucking bird?
Ashen-haired with a sword on her back, just like me.
Yeah. That was... I remember.
Pay attention now. You'll tell the truth. Want to know why?
I won't lie. Honest.
Took me a long time to find you. Wasn't an easy road to travel. I'm angry and tired. Had to kill a lot of people along the way. Some of them tried to cheat me. Some tried to lie. I didn't like it one bit. I feel like one more lie'd be the last bitter drop in a chalice full of sorrow. And then I'd do something I would later regret. Now you know why you can't lie to me?
Yes.
Good. I'd like to know how the ashen-haired woman ended up meeting you, and what happened to her.
What happened to her? She attacked me.
Lie one more time, and I'll cut your balls off.
We'd made a deal. I was to repair their magic filler, that girl and the songster were to bring me Siggy Reuven's treasure. They didn't, so I might have flown off the handle a bit, I admit.
What did you do?
I nabbed their flunky, Dodo, and waited for them to come for him. Look, this. Here's what they wanted fixed.
A phylactery? You can fix something like this?
Not me. I know a guy.
Wasting my time, Junior. I need details.
I'll tell you all. Just the way it happened.
Yep, and now it's a series scene. So this is the girl that Geralt, the main character, raised. Known as Ciri. This is the one who throughout the game you're looking for. That's a bright screen. Flashback, yes.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Calm down, Dandelion. You can't leave Dudu in Horson Jr.'s hands, you know that.
I know, but my gut can't be reasoned with, and no amount of sympathy I feel can silence it, blot it out.
Cheer up. We can manage this, I'm certain.
Famous last words right there.
Have you learned where Horson is keeping Dudu?
Room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
I'll need to cross onto the roof. Wait for me in front of Junior's house. And I know it's difficult, but do try to look inconspicuous.
If they hurt you, Horson will pay.
I must climb onto the roof.
And in case you're curious, yes, Ciri is an absolute badass. The reason she's gone missing is because she has a special power that lets her travel between worlds. And anytime she uses it, or pretty much she's being hunted by a group of interdimensional travelers
Room on the top floor.
who want to use her
Down near the
power,
balcony.
evil, mischievous deeds, called the Wild Hunt. They are also a group of badass. So you're trying to look for her to save her because they're chasing her.
There's the balcony. Let's see what's inside.
And now, my dear Dodo, I believe I'll try a different tune. Afraid I'm bored with this one.
You're fucking balmy, Junior! Anyone tell you that?
No. Most say I'm nice. Wants to get to know me.
So you enjoy good company? Like to make new acquaintances?
You plan to introduce me to someone interesting? There you are. Good of you to come. I've been waiting for you.
That's right.
Got you, you
She teleports.
Where's Reuben's treasure?
Oh, most of the girls in this game kick ass.
They're coming!
Dudu, listen. This is what we'll do.
Get that fucking whore! This is scary. Keep it together, lads.
On with it. Grab the cut.
Wanna smack?
In case you're wondering what happened there, that little gnomish looking guy is, his name's Dudu. Yes, giggle about it. He is what is called a Doppler. Basically, he can take other people's forms. Yeah, she beat the brakes off of people. So bright. Yeah, series absolutely awesome. You'll like some of the other female characters. They don't play that damsel in distress very often in this game. Most of the female characters are badass.
That's what happened. Told you true.
Dudu, what happened to him?
I don't fucking know. Prick vanished. There one moment, gone the next.
What happened to the woman?
Fuck if I know. One of the boys got her in the back, but she's alive, I swear it.
Got anything else to say?
I've told you all I know. Everything.
You hurt the woman I'm looking for. You tortured her friend.
She attacked me. I have a right to defend myself. I beg you. Got what I deserved.
Have mercy. Please.
Let me
Of
tell
course
you
I'm
where
gonna kill him.
things stand. I'm looking for this woman, 'cause she's like a daughter to me. And
I mean, I'd
that's
have killed
why
him
I
just because of
can't let
all the
this
dead
go.
people in the room.
No, no.
I was not holding my controller. Gotta die, bruh. You don't play the game and lost. There are 2 more people over here. Hi.
Chase round it.
Let's end this.
Just because.
Seems you've resolved your matters. It's time you return the favor.
Radovid doesn't like to wait much, does he?
No, he does not. You'll come with us.
I saw that. I know, and unfortunately, I live in a house full of diehard Steelers fans. I really don't care either way.
Once
But
the crown jewel of the Redanian fleet.
yeah,
Decommissioned now, though.
but I'm having to deal
Nice
with this.
boat.
You'll need to leave your weapons if I'm to let you aboard. Follow me. Ship was funded with donations from families gave up their jewelry.
A spur-of-the-moment patriotic impulse?
You're a homeless wanderer. Can't understand what it is to truly love one's country.
There you are.
Need something from me, Your Majesty?
You've never been one to mince words. Very well. Find Philippa Eilhart. That's my wish. I ordered her eyes gouged out once. But apparently her blindness troubles her not. My hunters have detected Lady Eilhart hiding east of Oxenfurt. They have further established that she has magically sealed the entrance to her shelter. Entering it will be difficult. I believe you might succeed in doing so. Bring her to me, alive.
Need to think about it.
Don't take too long. We wouldn't want Philippa to escape. Again. You may go.
Who do the Vikings play this week?
Honor in the fatherland.
Your arms.
Thanks.
Never seen better steel in my life. Blade must strike true, no?
It's a matter of the hand, not the steel it's holding.
Ooh. Good luck. What time is it? Okay, I think I'm gonna end this here. I thank y'all very much for stopping by and having a good time. Ooh. I'm tired. I need some rest. But thank y'all so much for stopping by. Demon Huntress. All the help from Maggie and Lady Cat tonight. Really do appreciate all the help y'all do. I will talk to y'all later. I'm probably going to hop into Discord in a little bit with Zero, and I think he's in there. Hiding in there. Oh, y'all are already hiding in there. I see how it is. Okay. I will talk to y'all later. Oh, also because... Ooh, game's audio still. Yeah. Thank you so much for the subscription a while back, Demon. Really do appreciate it. I think you subbed. Did you sub? Yes, it looks like it. Oh, no. I can't figure most of this stuff out. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Really appreciate y'all stopping by. Good night.
I did all in Polly, shut your eyes, lie still, now silent, better no